Okay, good morning everyone, welcome. Today we'll be moving through a Vinyasa flow class, a 45-minute. I plan to peak this pose with hunymunasana. It's the front splits, basically, so I'm not warmed up at all, but the intention would be something along this area, moving towards the front split, getting towards that on both sides. So I'll build a sequence that moves us towards that pose. Again, hunymunasana. Whenever you're ready to go, let's just start on your back. So we'll begin in Shavasana. Again, this is a 45-minute, FYI. So lay on your back in Shavasana and just take a moment to relax yourself and a couple long breaths. Let's take the right knee towards the chest, fingers over the right shin, draw the leg close to you. And keeping the left leg where it is, reach the right heel towards the ceiling. So the hands come behind the right leg. Interlace the fingers, think of reaching both heels away. So right heel up, left heel down, pull into your right thigh. For some people, left hand can reach up, maybe holding the ankle, the shin. 3, 2, and on 1, take the right leg back down. Just a moment to let the hamstring feel soft. And next side, left knee in, fingers over left shin. Draw the left leg close and perhaps exploration, move around a bit. So again, you're keeping the right heel down as an anchor. Lift your left heel towards the ceiling. Hands come behind left leg. Reach the left heel up. Press the right heel down. Use the hands to gently pull into your left thigh. And again, you could use the right hand to move down to the ankle. And if you're feeling very flexible, perhaps the toes. 3, 2. And on 1, we'll lower your left leg down. Let's take a moment to relax. Bend the knees, feet on the floor. We'll lift the feet off the ground, hands on thighs. Push into your legs as your thighs resist. Just warming up your low core. Keep your shins parallel to the ground. Notice the low belly draw in. Think of the lumbar spine flush to your mat. It's a bit firmer of a press. Feel a bit of a shake build deep in the body. Lower the feet. Knees left, then right, back and forth. In that center, press the feet, lift the hips up, just warming up the glute muscles, feeling a stretch in the front of the hips. And squeeze the glutes to lift your pelvis high. And then come back down, hips to the floor. Reach the right heel up. Feel the stretch under the hamstring. And then right ankle on left thigh. Thread the needle, left foot off the floor, fingers behind left hamstring or shin. And take a moment to relax here. Maybe a little rock, left and right, back and forth. So we're warming the muscle first before stretching it, just to get a bit deeper. I'm trying to help you unlock your hamstrings and glutes right away. So put your left foot down, right foot down, push the feet again, warming up the back body, feeling the glutes fire. You can even poke it if you want to confirm it's nice and revved up, flexed. So you're squeezing, lifting hips. One more breath in. And nice and slow, come down. Once you touch down, left heel up. Feel the stretch underneath your left leg. And then move the left ankle onto right thigh. Right foot off the floor, thread the needle. And again, opening up the left glute. Perhaps a little rock. Explore any tight areas. Right foot down, left foot down. Just take a quick moment to lengthen the legs, allowing a mild recovery. Just let the new blood flow. Take a breath. And your feet back on the floor, your left arm overhead. Roll yourself to your left side. And then right away, spin yourself back into a child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels, elbows down, forehead down, and breathe. To make this more active, you could push the hands down and away so the hips come closer to the heels. And lift yourself up, hands and knees. Look up to the ceiling, inhale. Tailbone lifts. And round in as you exhale, chin to chest, tuck the tail, push the hands. One more inhale to look up towards the ceiling. Tuck your toes underneath, hips up high, downward dog as you exhale. Bend right knee, bend left knee. Back at center, high plank. Inhale. Lower yourself to chaturanga, hover off the mat as you exhale. We'll touch down, and then peel baby cobra. Flex the thighs, lift the ribs, and come back down. We'll do 2 more baby cobras, just warming the back body again. Lift the ribs, lift the hands, feel your back fire, keep the thighs engaged, then lower. One more time. Lift, hold, back down. You can press into the knees, lift the hips up, push the hands to rise. Knees wide, child's pose. Pause for a brief breath in, and let it go. Shift up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, hips up, downward dog. Take a full inhale and complete exhale. Lift the heels up, knees bend, look between the hands, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Flat back as you inhale and fold as you exhale. Just take a moment here, holding opposite elbows, to sway left and right, back and forth. And then with a bend in both knees, hands on thighs, press up the stand. Take your hands at prayer. Full breath in. Hands by your sides as you exhale. Have a great class, guys. Inhale the arms wide up overhead. Reach, look up. Fold to the floor as you exhale. Lengthen spine. Breath in. Bend the knees, hands down. Walk the feet back if not. We'll do 1 sun salutation. Take a full inhale. Bend the knees if you want. Bend the elbows to lower. And do a very gentle upward dog. Again, the knees could be down. Heart forward. And then lift the hips. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Take a full breath in. And complete exhale. Heels lift, knees bend, feet walk up. Lengthen, breath in, and fold, breath out. Keep the toes together, arms up. Inhale, look up, and palms at prayer. Take a full breath in, and hands by your sides. Arms wide up overhead. Keep the hands high, lower the seat down and back. So you're softening the shoulders away from the ears, sending the weight towards the heels. Keep the low core drawn in and continue to play with the depth of your seat. Hold for 3. Continuing to lower. For 2. We'll take one more breath in, and then fold to the floor as you exhale. Lengthen spine. Breathe in. Bend the knees, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Untuck right toes, left hand, left thigh, right arm to the ceiling. Reach up, breathe in. Lean left as you exhale. And come back up, both hands high. Inhale, palms together. Prayer twist left with the right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Look to the ceiling. And gaze back down, reach back up to the sky. Look up, find your back bend, hips forward. Take a big breath to lift your heart. Hands down to frame the left foot. Hips rock back, left toes lift. In your chin to chest, walk your hands forward. Let's shift yourself back up. Tuck your right toes under, straighten back leg. Runner's lunge. Hands back by your hips, thumbs point away. Keep your left hip back, low belly drawn in, and right thigh strong. 3. Again, warming up the waist down, but choosing to draw the shoulder blades closer. 2. Take a full breath in here. And hands to the floor on 1. Slide your left foot back to high plank. Inhale. Bend the elbows for 3, slowly coming down. For 2, we are going to touch. So on 1, ribs down, lift your left thigh up and hold. Lower down, 2 more times. Left leg up, hold, and lower. 1 more, left leg up, back down. Tuck your toes under, push yourself upright, high plank. Breathe in. Chaturanga as you exhale. Come to upward facing dog. Breath in and hips up. Breath out. Right away, left leg up. Inhale. Take your left knee to nose as you exhale. Left leg back up, breath in. Look between the hands, move your left foot to the top of your mat. Take your right leg up high. Breathe in. And then right heel on the floor. Press your left foot to rise up, Vira 1. Bend your left knee, root the right heel down. Tailbone for the floor, ribs lift, and broaden your shoulders. Full inhale. Hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers behind you. Sorry, reach the hands down, reach the heart up. Keep the front knee bent and fold forward. Chin towards chest, we're going to Exalted Warrior. Chin to chest, hands up overhead. So your left knee is still bent, and you can rest the torso on your left thigh. With your elbows lightly bent, hands a bit higher, feel the shoulders open. 1 more breath. And we'll move the hands to the low back, release your fingertips, hands sweep through and up, Warrior 1, straighten left leg, open, Warrior 2. Right foot walks back, bend your left knee. Inhale, and find depth as you exhale. Rotate left hand, revolve back, breathe in, and cartwheel forward as you exhale. Bend your right knee, spring the right foot top of mat. Lengthen spine, inhale. And fold forward, exhale. Root the feet to rise up, arms to the ceiling, breathe in. And palms to prayer as you breathe out. Sweep the arms back up. Inhale, lean back as you exhale. So you're pressing the hips forward, keeping the heart elevated, feeling the low belly work. The intercostal muscles activate. A shake in your torso. 3, 2. Come back up, lower the seat down and back. Second set, Utkatasana. Long low back, core contained, shoulders broad. And you're keeping the hips low. 3. Again, playing with the depth, feeling the low body work. 2. Take 1 more breath in. Fold to the floor on 1. Lengthen spine. Breath in. Knees bent, hands down, left foot back. left knee down. Untuck left toes, right hand, right thigh. Left arm to the ceiling. Breath in, reach the left hand up. Lean towards the right. Press the hips forward. And come back to center, both arms to the ceiling. Breath in, reach, palms connect. Twist right, move the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. And you're looking towards the ceiling, drawing the belly in. And twist yourself back to face the floor. You can press the right foot, rise up, look up. Hips forward, find your back bend. One more breath in. And the hands come down to frame the right foot. Hips rock back, right toes lift. And think of the right hip moving back and down, feeling a greater opening in the right hamstring. And shift yourself back forward, tuck your left toes underneath, straighten your left leg, press your right foot, rise up, thumbs point away, heart forward. You're keeping the right hip back, engaging the back thigh, and drawing the navel in. Again, as the thumbs point away, the shoulder blades move closer, so you're feeling engaged in the upper back. We'll take one more full inhale. Hands down to the floor. As you exhale, the right foot comes back. High plank. Breathe in. And slowly bend the elbows for 3. Taking your time coming down, draw the core in. For 2, hover off the floor. And then touch on 1. Lift the right thigh up. Feel the right glute engage. And lower down. 2 more times. So just touch and lift. Hold. And lower. 1 more. Lift the leg, feel the glute, feel the hamstring work. And come down, tuck your toes underneath, push yourself up to high plank. Breathe in. Chaturanga as you exhale, go through a flow. So you're lifting the upward dog, and then hips up to downward dog. Right leg to the ceiling, breath in. Right knee to nose as you exhale. Right leg back up, breathe in. Look between the hands, move the right foot top of mat. Lift your left leg up high, then land your left foot on the floor. Bend the right knee, push up, warrior 1. Bend deeper into the right knee, point the tailbone down, shoulders broad, ribs lift. Take a full inhale. Hands back behind you to hold opposite elbows behind your back. You could take the same variation again if you wanted, fingers interlaced. Hands down, heart up, keep the front knee bent. Fold over the front leg. So again, you could use the torso on the thigh to rest. Bend the elbows, lift the hands high. 3, 2, and the hands to low back on 1. Release the fingertips, push the right foot to rise forward and up. Straighten right leg, lift open. Warrior 2, left foot walks back. Take a full inhale. And more depth as you exhale. Rotate the front hand to face the ceiling. Revolve back. So you're keeping the bend in the front knee, expanding the right side of the body. And cartwheel forward as you exhale. Bend your left knee, spring the left foot to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Root to rise. Inhale, arms up. Palms at prayer, exhale. Take a full breath in. And the hands by the sides. Arms rise up overhead. We'll lean back, pressing the hips forward. Keep the heart up, gaze up, and find the shake in your body. One more breath. And come back up, lower the seat down and back. Take a breath to reach, and then engage the arms, pull the elbows down by your sides, just flexing the upper back. Reach back up, one line from the tailbone to the fingertips. Flex and squeeze, upper body working. One more time. Reach up overhead like you're grabbing a bar. Engage and pull. Take your arms to the sky overhead, inhale, and then fold to the floor as you exhale. Flat back. Breathe in. Knees bend, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Untuck right toes, arms up, both hands high. Palms connect. We'll prayer twist left. Move the right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. But in this variation, you can tuck your right toes under and straighten the back leg. To go further, next step is left arm up, right hand down. If it's too far, just stay with the normal twist. 3, 2. On 1, put the back knee down, left hand down. Come to the floor, both hands touch. Rock the hips back, a second set of the left hamstring opening. Try to go a bit lower if you can this time. You can use your right hand to hold your left foot. Then your left hand presses your left hip back, just to encourage a deeper opening in your left hamstring. Hands back on the floor. Rise yourself back up. Hands frame left foot, tuck right toes. Straighten back leg, push yourself up, runner's lunge. So we've been here before. But this time the arms will go wide up overhead. Take a breath, flex the arms, and pull the elbows down by your sides. 2 more times. Reach up overhead like you're lengthening. Heel to fingertips. Flex the arms. Pull to squeeze the upper back muscles. 1 more time. Reach up overhead like you're grabbing on. Flex and squeeze. Take your hands to the floor. Move your left foot back, high plank. Breathe in. And slowly lower for 3. Slowly come down for 2. Ribs touch on 1. Lift your left leg up. This time bend your left knee, lift and over. So your left toes will touch the floor on the right side. Come back over. Left leg back down. Just touch briefly. Lift your left leg back up, flex the glute, bend the left knee, lift it up and over, touch the floor on the right side. Come back over, lower the left leg, just touch the floor. 1 more time, so your left leg is engaged the whole time. Bend left knee, the left toes touch the floor on the right side. Flip back over, put the left leg back down, tuck your toes underneath, push yourself up, high plank. Inhale, chaturanga as you exhale. Upward dog, breathe in, and hips high, down dog. Right away, left leg to the ceiling. Inhale, left knee, left elbow as you exhale. Left leg back up, breathe in. Cross the body, move left knee, right elbow. Extend your left leg, plus place the right heel down. Lift the right arm up. Inhale, hips high. Right hand back down, left foot to the ceiling. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Put your left foot top of mat. Again, right heel to the sky, standing splits, and then right heel on the floor. Warrior 1, press left foot, rise up. Bend left knee, shoulders softened. Inhale to reach up. Well, hands will come behind you to hold opposite elbows behind your back. This time, straighten your left leg. So your left hip is back, your right hip is forward. Heart up, hinge forward, maintaining the flat back. So your fingers are interlaced behind you to help you keep the long spine. We're really isolating, getting deeply into your left leg. Keeping the low belly drawn. 3, 2. And on 1, release the fingers, hands down to frame the left foot. Chin closer to chest, forehead towards left knee. And so you're moving around yourself, exploring the left hip, exploring the left hamstring. Again, trying to touch your forehead to the left knee. And then walk the hands forward, lift the right leg up. Breathe in to look up. As you exhale, bring the right knee to your nose. 2 more times. Right leg lengthens, look up. Bring the right knee to your nose, core contained. 1 more time. Right leg long, look up. And bring the right knee in. Bring the right foot to the floor on the outside of your left foot. So the right foot moves to the left of your left foot. Walk your fingertips to the left. So you'll feel this on the low back on your right side. Again, your right foot is to the left of your left foot. So you've crossed the shins and your fingers have walked left. Feeling the opening in the QL muscle, the low back on your right side. Begin to walk your hands back to center. Push the right foot. Rise yourself up. Lift your left knee. Left hand on left knee. Open your left leg. Right hand by your side. If you're ready to go further, your left fingertips can grab your left toes and you'll reach the left leg away for a balancing posture. 3, 2. You can move your left leg back forward. Release, bend the left knee, foot to the floor. If you need to adjust your feet, go for it. Sweep the arms overhead, breathe in. Lower the seat down and back. Take a breath to reach, engage the arms, and flex to pull the elbows down by your sides. 2 more times. Reach back up, keep the low body working, so hips low. Flex and squeeze, upper body working. 1 more time. Reach up, keep the spine long, flex and pull. Arms back up to the ceiling, inhale, and we'll fold to the floor as you exhale. Flat back, breath in. Knees bent, hands down, left foot back, left knee down. Untuck back toes, both arms to the ceiling. Breathe in to reach up, palms connect, prayer twist right. Left elbow outside of right thigh. You can stay here if you want, or tuck left toes under, straighten left leg. Right hand at the ceiling, and perhaps left hand to the floor. 3, 2. And your back knee down, hands up prayer, face the floor. You can rise up, hands to the ceiling, just to reset. And take the hands back to the mat, hips rock back, right toes lift. So second set, opening the right hamstring. You can use your left hand on your left foot. Use your right hand to press the right hip down. Just getting a bit more depth, more sensation, greater unlock of the muscles we'll need for the peak pose. And with your hands back on the floor, walk yourself back forward, tuck your back toes under, straighten back leg, press the right foot, arms by your sides, runner's lunge. And take the arms wide up overhead. Breathe in, engage the arms, pull, like you're pulling a bar down, engaging the back body. Reach back up, aware of the stance, the runner's lunge. Flex, pull, squeeze. 1 more time. Arms up overhead, keep your left thigh fired up, core drawn in, flex and pull. And take your arms back up, and then to the floor. Hands touch down. Right leg back, breathe in. We'll bend the elbows for 3, slowly coming down. For 2. Ribs down on 1. Lift the right thigh up, bend the right knee, lift it up and over, touch the floor on the left. Come back over, right thigh down, right leg down, and again. Lift the right leg up, bend the knee, flip, up and over. Touch. Back to center, right leg down. And 1 more time, right thigh up, bend the knee, up and over, touch the floor. Come back, place the right leg down, tuck all toes under, push yourself up, high plank. Breathe in, chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog. Inhale, and hips up, exhale. Right away, right leg up, inhale, right knee, right elbow. Right leg back to the ceiling, feel the right glute engage. Take the right knee, left elbow, extend the right leg. Left heel down, left arm up. Keep the hips high. Take a breath in, and your left hand back down to the floor, the right leg up to the ceiling, 3-leg dog. Breathe in, and your right foot top of mat. Lift your left leg high, standing splits, and then land your left heel, warrior one. Press right foot, rise up, bend right knee, root the back heel. Tailbone down, ribs lift, arms back behind, hold the elbows behind your back. Straighten right leg, lift the heart, and hinge forward. You're keeping the right hip back, your sternum lifted. So both legs are flexed, engaged, and you're isolating the hamstring and the right glute by keeping the spine long, so your chin stays up. 3. Keep a tiny micro bend in the right knee, just to avoid the hyperextension. For 2. And then release the elbows, hands down to frame the right foot. Chin to chest, forehead to the right knee. And a few breaths here just to explore, to open up any other tight areas, create more room. Forehead to the right knee is the intention. Maybe your chin makes it. Maybe you're just playing around. Let's just do one more breath. And then walk the hands forward, lift the left leg up. Breathe in. Take your left knee to your nose as you breathe out. Left leg long. Breathe in, look up. Take your left knee to your nose. One more time. Left leg long, look up. Bring your left knee in. Take your left foot to the outside of your right foot. So you're crossing the shins. The left leg is to the right side of the right foot. Walk the fingers to the right. Light bend in the standing knee to create sensation in the QL muscle, the low back on your left side. 3, 2, and on 1, walk the hands back to center, begin to rise yourself back up. So you're growing, you're lifting, the right knee elevates, right hand on the right knee, left hand by your side, balance by opening the right leg. And again, the right fingers could touch the right toes for the full expression of the pose. 3, 2, and the right leg begins to move forward. And gracefully release the right foot down to the mat. Center yourself on your mat. Sweep the arms overhead. Inhale. Fold to the floor. Exhale. Flat back. Breath in. Knees bend, hands down. Walk the feet back. Take a breath. High plank. Chaturanga. Exhale. Ribs up. Breathe in. Hips up. Breathe out. Take 3 breaths here. And your heels back up, knees bend, look between the hands, walk the feet up. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Root to rise. Breathe in, look up. Palms at prayer, exhale. We'll take a full inhale. And hands by your sides, up to 3 breaths. We'll go through 2 more sun salutations. Rise up, inhale, hands to the ceiling. Whenever you want, feel free to take your own pace. Fold. I'll guide this one. Lengthen spine. If you want to hop back, go for it. Bent knee or bent elbow chaturanga. Rise up dog. Hips up, down dog. This is a resting point. Take as much time as you need before shifting back up. Whenever you're ready, you're lifting your heels, you're bending your knees, ideally hopping forward. Lengthen. And fold. Root to rise. Palms at prayer. Breathe in. And hands by your sides. Take a few breaths here if you like. Whenever you're ready, move through the third sun salutation. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Sweep the arms overhead, inhale, and fold forward, exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Knees bent, hands down, right foot back, right heel down. We're moving towards the peak pose. Use the right hand, reverse cartwheel up to warrior two. Take a breath in and a full exhale. Your left forearm, left thigh, right hand sweeps through side angle pose. Breath to reach. And perhaps your left hand reaches as well. 3, 2. And press your left foot to rise back up, warrior two. Inhale. Sink, exhale. Hands on hips, straighten front leg, toes pivot inward. Toes in, heels open, lift the heart up. And hinge with a flat back. Wide leg forward fold. Hands can lower to the floor. You could hold elbows if you like. Maybe a light rock of your hips, left and right. And with your hands on the floor, walk your hands left, right knee down. So we're moving into it now. Walk the right leg back. And let's move the left hand to the outside of your left foot. If this is already enough, you can stay here with support. I find using fists onto the ground to be a bit more gentle for your fingers. But you're walking your left heel forward. And eventually the right toes would tuck underneath. And you'd be straightening the right leg. It's okay if you're not quite there yet. You're very welcome to play around with this. Just fidgeting, adjusting. If you're not quite to the floor but you want a next step, you could keep the right fist on the ground and take your left arm up. For 3, 2. And your left hand comes back down. We'll slowly make our way out of this pose, out of hunymunasana. So that would occur by moving the right foot. Tuck your right toes, shift the right knee forward. Right hand on the ground. Take your left hand, bring it underneath your left knee crease. Lift your left knee, foot on the floor. Bend your right knee. Left hand cartwheels back to grab the right foot. Look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths. And we'll tuck the right toes under, right leg back, left hand down, left foot back. You could stay with a floating left foot, move through a 3-legged flow. And take a few breaths in downward dog. And we'll lift the heels back up. Knees bent, move the feet to the top of the mat. Flat back, and fold. Root to rise up, arms to the ceiling, and your palms at prayer. Exhale, take a full inhale, and hands by the sides. Reach back up, breathe in, and fold forward, breathe out. Flat back, inhale. Knees bent, hands down, left foot back, left heel down. Left hand, reverse cartwheels up to Vira 2. Take a breath in and bend the right knee. Move right forearm, right thigh, left hand sweeps through side angle pose. Pause here, keeping the front knee bent. Next step, right arm can reach. For 3, 2, and press the right foot, rise up, warrior 2. Inhale, and let it go. Hands on the hips, straighten right leg, toes pivot in. Take the arms wide this time. Lift your heart, bend the knees, hinge forward. Hands will move to the outsides of the feet. So your knees stay bent, you can look up, and your hips lift high. Release the feet, hands to the floor in front. We'll walk your hands right, left knee down. So again, moving to the front split on the other side. You can move your right hand to the other side of your right foot. Maybe walking the right heel forward. Again, fists on the floor could be more gentle for your fingers. As you walk the right foot forward, maybe walking your left leg back. Play with the edge of your range in this pose. And take a moment to wiggle around, to investigate any tightness. Maybe tucking left toes and straightening left leg so the left knee is off the ground. And again, a different second step if you want. You can keep the left knee down, keep your left fist down, right arm up. This is an option, of course. You know your body best. We'll take one more inhale, and then the right hand comes back down to the floor. Begin to tiptoe your left foot forward. With your left hand on the ground, right hand under right knee crease. Lift the right knee, foot on the floor. Bend your left knee. Right hand cartwheels back to grab left foot. Look over the right shoulder. 3, 2, and on 1, release the left foot, tuck your left toes. Right hand down, right foot back, 3-legged plank, inhale. Go through your flow. You could hop your left toes to move through the flow. And we'll meet in downward dog. Breathe in, and breathe out. Let's take the knees to the mat, knees down. Keep your toes tucked underneath. Hands walk back, stand upright on your knees. Move the right hand back to the right heel. Then your left hand swings up to the ceiling for half camel. So you're pressing the hips forward, reaching the left fingers. 3, 2, just a quick one, and 1. The left hand comes forward and down. Left hand supports low back to rise up. Just for a moment, hands and knees. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Right shoulder, right hip, move closer together. And then left shoulder, left hip moves closer together. Back to center, come back up, stand up on the knees. Your toes are still tucked under. And your left hand comes down to the heel. Right arm swings up overhead, half camel on the next side. And come back with the right hand to support the low back. Rise up, and again, hands and knees. Tuck your tail under, look towards the belly. Move the right shoulder and the right hip closer. Move your left shoulder and your left hip closer. Back to center. Walk the knees up behind wrists. Toes together, take a seat, and we'll come into sleeping hero. Walk yourself back, perhaps elbows back, maybe the head and shoulders come to the floor. Your variation of the pose. Let's bring the hands underneath your ankles. Press the elbows, rise up. Hands come to the floor in front. Move your way back. Down dog. Just take a moment in downward dog to release any tightness. Wiggle, move, play, adjust. And let's rise. High plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. We'll do a brief pigeon. So your left leg up. And take your left knee behind left wrist. Angle shin. Right leg walks back and fold over your left leg. About 5 breaths. When you finish the 5th, hands on the floor, right toes tucked, left leg up, lift and open. Level off, left foot down, next side, right leg up, right knee behind right wrist, angle shin, left leg walks back and fold. And one more breath. Hands on the mat, rise up, tuck your left toes, right leg high, lift and open. Level, right foot down, your last flow if you choose it. And knees down, roll around onto your back. Come into Shavasana, but keep the knees bent. With the heels close to the glutes, you should be able to graze the feet. Push the feet to lift the hips. And lower back down. We'll close with a spinal twist. Right thigh up and over. Both feet lift, move the legs left. Left hand on top, and reach the right hand away. Look towards the right thumb. Look back up, legs back up, unbind, feet on the floor, adjust. Next side, left leg up and over, legs lift, bring them to the right, find your twist, reaching the left hand away. Back up, legs up, feet on the floor, open wide. And relax the front of your pelvis. And whenever you feel complete with cobbler, knees up, legs long, final Shavasana. Just take it easy. You can even give yourself a little self-congratulation, a little smile, knowing you made your way through that. Perhaps you've tried some things today that you've never done before. Perhaps you challenged yourself and went further than you knew you could have gone. Just by showing up, it's already a win. Great work. Please feel free to embrace your meditation. The light in me acknowledges and bows to the light in you. Namaste.